Good morning. Happy Monday, making Monday mornings make money for us. And it is a holiday Monday, which is one of those special Mondays that cap off a weekend, giving us that crucial, precious, coveted 3-day weekend. And even though it is a weekend that adds that extra day off, we are still here Monday mornings making Monday mornings make money. And why? Because it is part of our attitude, it's a part of our momentum, it's part of our discipline that we have to understand that we want to set the tone in our minds and inside ourselves in order to be able to achieve the outside outcomes. And that does not mean you have to punch a clock. That does not mean you have to be on a specific time frame, and it definitely does not mean you need to be on someone else's schedule. This is your schedule. This is your time to express everything internally. That way you can charge yourself up for the next move. And here's a secret. When you are taking the time to do the things that need to be done in your professional life during the times that others are playing, you're setting yourself up to succeed that much faster, that much better, and that much stronger in the end, because you are taking the moments that, like, I guess sports is a good way to use this as an analogy. I won't even pick anyone out specifically because all of them say the same thing. All champions say that they were practicing when others were resting. You hear all this all the time with these multimillionaires who stand on stages and they talk about the fact that they've made money and they were working while others were sleeping. Well, there is a method to that other than just waiting for the moments when everybody's asleep and you're trying to work at 3 or 4 in the morning. That's not what this means. It's taking advantage of your time, how you want to use it effectively. And I mentioned this other in a previous call. It was about balancing work and life, and it is a balance, and I do believe in it. I believe that your work life can overflow into your personal life, and your personal life can overflow into your work life, but it's a delicate flow. It isn't something that a lot of people can take advantage of. Most people can't take their job and infuse it into their personal life. They need to just go do their job and come home and decompress from that job, and that's completely understandable. When you are in your off time, you can prepare yourself up here to be able to address any pain points, any things that you may have missed, any conversations that you would like to have done better. And this isn't an idea to stay in the past and stay in memory with any regret. This is an idea of understanding what was done to understand what you're going to do to be able to prepare for what is going to happen. And when you're in the present moment, focused in that present moment, you have a tremendous opportunity to be able to focus internally and have those outcomes play out for your future self. And when you are on the off time, like today, for example, most people took today off completely. They shut down, they wanted to get away, they unplugged, and they did it with aggression. And I am not going to answer the phone. On the other hand, you could just get up more relaxed, a little bit less stress, and focus on some specific outcomes that you want to have transpire in your favor. All outcomes need to transpire and move forward in our favor. Outcomes play out in our favor. Take this time to really think about that. So I want to tap into another video of mine that I tend to go back every once in a while and watch. It's old school Grant Cardone. it's I believe this is around the 90s or something like that, when and he was really pushing to get his name out there, to understand a new method of training. And it's the same thing, I think, in every sales manager's office. You'll see a phrase, or he'll repeat something that has to do with your attitude. There's an acronym that goes along with it, or whatever, about how your attitude is the number one thing that will propel you through the closing of a sale. You have to have a fantastic attitude, and that is very true. However, there's a better way of understanding it when you are really focusing on what the attitude is actually doing. What's the action in the attitude? Are you just having a smile on your face just so you can fool somebody into believing that you're having a good time? Or are you just looking to say some key words to get somebody excited about your products just so you can push them through the sale and push and push and push and push? That is not what I believe is a positive attitude. Positive attitude is no different than when you get a diet. When you get on a diet to lose weight, you're not doing yourself any good if you're not changing your habits and your lifestyle along with that diet. If you're not changing your eating habits, as well as making sure that you're gaining additional with water or exercise or whatever else extra that you need in order to maintain the weight that you're losing, all you're doing is doing a quick fix, a quick slam, a quick pop, and your life is still not changed for the better. This is the same thing with attitude. If you're falsifying a good attitude, even though if you put a smile on your face and you're not feeling good, it'll still send signals to your brain to make you feel better. Utilizing that method to make sure that you are truly changing the attitude to become positive, and then you're affecting others around you, is the mode. It's not to fake it and then tell yourself, I'm faking it, because that comes off false and other people pick up on that. And this is not how you want to be as a sales professional, as a business development professional, or as a marketing professional. You want to instill into your audience, whether it be someone that you're working with, a coworker, an employee, you're working with your investors, you're working with your prospects, or you're working with current clients and customers. You want to make sure that that is a true communication and you're building real relationships. So when you're taking this time off and you're wanting to communicate with your clients and prospects, why not take a moment to be a little bit more personal? Why not take a moment to tap into that one thing that you had communicated with your current clients? Sending them some golf tips to the client that you know that plays golf, sending some bowling tips to that client you know that bowls, sending some information that you found out about new rollerblades for that client that you know that is a rollerblader. These are the moments that you want to take to express to your customers, clients, and your employees and your investors, where you do understand that there is a relationship here, that even though you may have a holiday sale going on, you're not emailing them to tell them about it. They can see that stuff on your marketing. You're emailing them to connect, to communicate, to take this time where everyone else is out doing something else, that you are connecting with your client and customer. And that is a good attitude to present. So I want to touch on this really quick. This is a quick little video. This may take a second. There we go. Good. Didn't take that long. See, like Grant's in that old 1990s suit. That 1990s haircut. Love it. So this is a little bit about Grant's take on attitude.
Your job is not just to change your attitude. Because I hear this in all businesses that we work with. Attitude is important. Attitude is critical. And then the company doesn't do anything about attitudes. And they don't do anything about training sales effectiveness in how to actually change other people's attitudes. See, this isn't about you guys having a sales meeting about attitude. This is about you learning the ability to have the ability to actually shift, transform another person's attitude. When you have that ability and that skill to change another's attitude at will and change it in a positive way, make them feel better with what you do, you'll no longer need to rely on your product being superior. See, this ability requires first a mental discipline, a muscle. It requires you to have discipline and muscle. Try this, okay? We're going to build a little muscle here. Okay, so like little reps you're doing right here, but they're going to be done mentally. Everybody try this. Great.
Great.
Okay, you got it? No, I'm going to do it, and then you do it. Great.
Great.
Super.
Super.
No, come on. Me and then you, okay? Great, super.
Great, super.
Just repeat after me. Great, super, excellent.
Great, super, excellent.
Right? Hey, great, super, excellent. Love it.
Great, super, excellent.
Okay,
love it.
What's happening right now? Come on, follow with me, man. Great, super, excellent, love it. No problem. I'd be happy to.
Great, super, excellent,
Great,
love it,
super,
no
excellent,
problem.
love it, no problem. Be
I'd
happy
love
to.
to.
You do it with a smile. Hey, check it out. Great, super, excellent, love it, love you, love it, love that. Be happy to do that for you. No problem. You're the man, you're the woman. Super, excellent, great. See, if you could build that muscle, well, you're building reps, okay? Because right now, you got a lot of repertoire. You don't know it, but bad habits create bad actions, right? And you're like,
so I'll pause it there. He goes into a little bit more talking about how bad habits do cause bad reactions. And stopping it here, I really hope you took a moment to do that. Great, super, excellent, no problem. I'll take care of that for you. Love it. Say those things out loud. Now, of course, a lot of us have that in our mind where we hear that, great, man, super, excellent, that fake little, I love you, love it, Hollywood-esque kind of thing. And it's up to you to infuse that idea of this is me being positive rather than allowing it to become fake. This is what I'm talking about. The truth must come out with these internal exercises. That was a great exercise for you to get into state and understand that you are in state as a positive human being, and then allow the communication to come out. So when you are saying, I love that, you really do love it. You are expressing that you do love it. You're not faking it, because that is not the thing. That's not what we're talking about here when it comes to attitude. And you really want to hone into on in your mental space during these great times of relaxation. I always used to look at holidays as a bother, because it shortened up the work week. It allowed the work week to become 4 days of crushing it down and getting it in and all the sales, until I learned to relax. That this day being a holiday is a blessing, because now I get to relax my mind without the external chatter and get myself really prepared mentally and strong in order to go into the conversations that I'm going to have later on this week. When everyone else is stressed and ready to rock out, can't get things done, and they're trying to move things quicker because they lost that extra day, you are focused on understanding that you didn't lose a day. You prepared on that day, and you are now ready to handle any challenge and solve all issues. And you picked up all the pieces that were laid down and that needed to get organized. You placed your to-do list in a better order. You created an organizational chart for the things. You took time to get yourself ready. That's what this day is for. Preparing yourself and getting yourself into the right state of mind to have the best attitude going into the next day. Because most of your competitors, most of the people that you're working with, and most of the people that you are selling to will go into tomorrow with a poor attitude, because they feel like they lost something during the time that they took off. Especially if they've taken a week off or 2 weeks off, and they've come back and they see a ton of emails, and they see a stack of papers on their desk, or they have a bunch of messages on their phone. You are their saving grace with your positive mental attitude that you've prepared for today. And that, my friends, is how you make Monday mornings make money. All right. So have a great day. Be safe out there. And always remember, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, BizDev Morning Brew in the morning, 7 a.m. right here on whichever outlet you're on, LinkedIn, YouTube. And if you have any questions, please send me a message and I will address them. I hope you have a fantastic day. And again, be safe.